Welcome back to our latest deep dive. Today, we're breaking down a pretty interesting guide. It's all about using digital tools, specifically Canva and ChatGPT, to create and sell digital products. And the promise here is, well, passive income.
Right.
The source actually makes a really bold claim, potentially earning, what was it, 50,000 rupees a month. And supposedly with no experience needed.
And zero investment?
Yeah, zero investment. That part really jumped out at me because passive income usually has some kind of cost, even if it's just a ton of your time, right?
Exactly. And that's kind of our mission here today. We want to unpack this guide we looked at, see how Canva and ChatGPT actually work together in the system, but also really probe those claims. You know, break down the steps involved, see what makes it sound so appealing, and maybe figure out what effort is really required for anyone wanting to earn money online this way. It's a cool mix of like easy-to-use tech and maybe the new face of digital business.
Okay, yeah, let's get into it. So the guide seems to lay out a pretty clear path. Step one is choosing your niche. It throws out popular ideas, planners, journals, coloring books, resume templates, that sort of thing. But the interesting part, the strategy, is using ChatGPT not just for brainstorming, but for actually generating the content structure.
Right, like specific prompts.
Yeah, exactly. Like asking it for, say, a 12-page guided journal outline for new parents struggling with sleep, maybe including specific prompts for reflection or goals.
That specificity is key, isn't it? Is how you make your product stand out from just a generic template.
Totally.
And it's fascinating how ChatGPT helps overcome that, blank page problem. It gives you a solid starting point, like instantly. So once you have that structure, the guide is step 2 is design using Canva. It points towards their free templates.
Which are pretty good, honestly.
They are. But then it's about customizing colors, text, layout. For our listeners, the deeper thing is probably applying some basic design sense, right? Visual hierarchy, font choices, even with free tools, that's what makes it look polished, not just generic. And then, crucially, you export it as a PDF, ready to go.
That makes it super accessible. Creating the actual product seems quite straightforward with these tools. Okay, so product's ready. Step 3 is getting it out there, selling it.
Marketplaces.
Yeah, the source mentions places like Etsy, Payhip, Gumroad, and here's where ChatGPT comes back in, but for marketing.
For the SEO, right.
Exactly. Search engine optimization, helping you write titles and descriptions full of keywords that people are actually searching for.
Which is vital. You need people to find your product among, well, millions of others on these platforms.
Makes sense. Visibility is everything.
And using ChatGPT strategically for that SEO, it's not just a time saver. It's pretty essential for making any passive income strategy work in these crowded spaces. The guide also has this pro tip.
Yeah, I saw that.
Batch create 10+ products monthly. And that's where I think the zero investment claim bumps up against reality.
How so?
Well, the investment isn't cash, maybe, but it's definitely consistent effort. Time, volume.
Okay, right. So let's circle back to that big promise. Significant income, zero investment, no experience needed. How realistic is it? Especially the passive part, because batch creating 10+ products monthly doesn't sound very passive upfront. That sounds like work.
It absolutely is work up front. I think the guide implies, maybe indirectly, that the financial cost might be low or zero, but the real investment is that consistent time, the effort, learning how to market effectively. The passive income happens, potentially, after all that initial creation and promotion.
Right, once they're listed and available.
Exactly. The products can keep selling without you actively working on that specific product every day. It's about building a portfolio efficiently. That 50,000 rupee figure. It's not automatic. It's a potential result if you put in sustained smart effort and scale up, like that batch creation tip suggests.
Okay, that clarifies things. This whole deep dive really shows how much easier digital product creation has become,